Roblox.
So today what I thought I'd do is the top 5 PDWs in Phantom Forces, because you guys really seem to enjoy like my top 5 videos and it's been such a long time since I made one. So if you don't actually know what a PDW is, first of all, it's basically a personal defense weapon, or like a submachine gun is a more common name for it. So I just thought I'd do this because someone suggested this to me and I just realized like this is probably quite a popular category. So before I do start, I just want to say that this is my opinion, so if you do disagree with me, obviously that's fine, but please don't hate me. Comment down below what you think if you do have a different opinion to me, and yeah, let's just get into it. So what I thought I put in the number 5 spot is the P90, because although this gun isn't like amazing damage wise, it's literally the only gun in this category with 50 bullets in the mag, which means it's like, it is actually really overpowered when you use it right. I mean, you can kill a lot of people in one magazine, which is kind of what I like in a PDW, because a lot of these guns do have like quite small magazine sizes, or you just like empty them so quickly. But for this gun, 50 entire bullets in the mag and a 900 fire rate just makes it like pretty overpowered. The only drawback I've seen is like it's only got 25 to 20 damage, so that kind of means it does take a while to kill people, which is why it's only in the number 5 spot. But you do unlock it at quite a low rank. I think you get it at rank 24, so that means that a lot of you guys can try it out even if you don't like play Phantom Forces much, and it's a pretty good gun. Another thing is the reload speed is just tragic. Once you've ran out of ammo, you've got to like hide or something like that, because it takes such a long time compared to a lot of other guns to reload. The actual reload animation to this gun though is pretty insane. I actually really like the look of it. I don't know why I said insane, that's just typical exaggeration from me, but you know, the animation is actually quite nice, which is kind of another thing I like about this gun. In the number 4 spot, I put a gun that I actually do see a lot of people using that are like high ranks, and that is the MP510. This gun is really good in the SMG section for like medium and long range, which is kind of different to the other SMGs because the fire rate is actually quite a bit lower than usual, and the gun kind of just has a bit of a heavy feel to it. It's not the sort of gun you'd look at and think, damn, this shoots really fast. To counter that though, it does have like 35 bullets in the mag, and it seems like quite an accurate gun, which I do really like. The recoil is insanely low for like an SMG, which is another thing that's just really good about it. And another thing is the reload's actually pretty fast compared to a lot of the other guns, so that just, it makes it a lot more like versatile in combat, you know, easier to use. I'm pretty sure this is one of the most powerful SMGs in the section just because of its damage and stuff, so if you are that sort of person that really likes using like high damage stuff and just wants to kill the enemy pretty efficiently with the bullets you hit, then I do recommend this weapon. In the number 3 spot, we've got a gun that I was actually kind of like debating putting here because it's only just been added to the game, and that of course is the Vector, because this gun, I didn't know whether it should be here, because as it has only been added to the game, that means it's probably like gonna get nerfed quite soon, so it might actually be quite a lot worse and not deserve the number 3 spot. Like, by the time you guys are watching it, if you are like watching it a few days late or whatever. That being said, this gun is just insanely overpowered at the moment. Like, the damage is actually the same as the MP510, I'm pretty sure, and the fire rate. This is 1200 fire rate, so what that basically means is at close range, you can kill people in like split seconds, and it's definitely the most overpowered gun at the moment. Like, at really close range, you can kill people incredibly fast. The only thing is, it's got really high recoil, and at long range, it's not the best gun in the world. It does have a few of its flaws there, and another thing is the magazine capacity is just, it's only got 25 bullets in the mag, and combined with like quite a high fire rate, that basically means that within just such a short space of time, you're just gonna run out of ammo. But to kind of counteract that, you do have quite a high reload speed, so it is one of those guns that's sort of good, sort of bad, but you can't deny that this gun is really overpowered at close range. I would just say though that this is probably gonna be nerfed quite soon, so that's why I was kind of like debating putting it in this list, but there's only so many SMGs or PDWs, so I thought, you know, I may as well just throw this in for now. I mean, a lot of you guys are gonna be watching this like when it comes out, so another thing is, you do unlock this gun at rank 100 exactly, so obviously that's not the best for new players, but if you have like played this game for a while and you're quite experienced, this gun is gonna serve you so well. In the number 2 spot, we put a gun that I like actually never use use, and I kinda only just realized it's like a really good gun quite recently. What that is the MP5, just a plain MP5, no MP5K, just a raw MP5. You unlock this gun at rank 40, and when I tried this gun out, I don't know why, but it was just so good to use. It's pretty much like the most classic and generic gun you can find, apart from like, I guess the M4 and the AK. It's got 30 bullets in the mag, pretty like, you know, the damage is actually really decent, and the fire rate is just quite average. Similar to like the MP510, or I guess the AK-47 or something, so, you know, it is quite a generic gun, but what I would say is the recoil is like really good. It's actually really stable, so if you guys want to use it at pretty much any range, you can like quite easily get a few good kills with it. The reload again is really good. It's basically the same as the MP510, and it isn't like too slow of a reload, so it's just a sort of like moderate gun that you don't really have too many problems with. It is quite nice looking as well, and it actually like, you can move really fast with it, which is one of the reasons I like it so much. You know, it's a pretty lightweight sort of gun, and you can like jump around and do all of that sort of thing with it, so it is good for like avoiding people. I have noticed as well, it's quite easy to like get headshots with it, and that kind of means that obviously the damage is much higher when you get a headshot. I don't know if it's like particularly high with this gun, but it's quite high when you get a headshot, so if you're accurate enough to aim for the head, this is definitely gonna be like really good for you. Finally though, in the number 1 spot, we've got one of my favorite guns in the game, and what this is the MP7. This gun is like by far the best PDW. It is so enjoyable to use, and I would definitely recommend this to any of you guys watching this, because you do unlock it at rank 9, so it's pretty much like available for anyone to use this, and this gun is just, it shreds through people. The damage like varies between 30 and 18, so obviously at long range it's not the best thing in the world, but when you find an enemy at close range, this gun is insanely overpowered, and the fire rate's really good too. You've got a 950 fire rate, so another thing is the recoil is really good, like just similar to a lot of these SMGs and all of that sort of thing. The recoil on this thing is insanely stable. It's also a really lightweight gun. You can move around with it quite a lot, similar to the MP5, but it's actually probably more lightweight than any of the other guns, so it's really good if you're like more of a stealthy player and that sort of thing. If you guys want to know what attachments I usually use on this, is the compensator, because it doesn't like take away any of the damage, and it does help the recoil, like unlike a lot of the barrels you do find on these guns. You've also got the stubby grip and the coyote sight, which I think are just really good to use. The stubby grip's like really good for helping with recoil, and the coyote sight is just nice, honestly. Like most attachments are just preference basically, so it's kind of like your choice what you put on the gun. The final attachment's a laser, because this light helps a lot with the hip fire accuracy, and this is just like the sort of thing that just helps you out a lot at close range. So that basically sums up all the attachments, and yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Sorry if this was a lot more technical than usual, but I decided to make this. I thought it would be a bit of fun, especially because the vector was added, so hopefully this helped you out with like the sort of SMG you can use in Phantom Forces. And yeah, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you're new. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see more top 5 videos, because these are just always fun to do, but I'm kind of running out of like what sort of thing I should do for top 5 videos. So if you do have any suggestions like Phantom Forces or just general Roblox top 5s, just let me know down in the comments, because it would help any of your suggestions. It might like give me an idea for a video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna end it off here. It's been Pokey, and I'm out, guys. Peace.
Catch me riding like a bitch, got the 645. Catch me riding with my bitch on. Long hair, long, and that's my bitch on. You can tell by the swagger and the lips on. Catch me riding like a bitch, got the 645. Catch me riding with my bitch on. Long hair, long, and that's my bitch on. You can tell by the swagger and the lips on.